The wind swept across the 10th region, carrying with it the savage aura of the land of monster spirits. This place had once been a death zone where no one dared to tread, yet in just 4 short years a black banner inscribed with blood-red runes fluttered at the edge of the horizon. Upon it, 2 words written in demonic blood gleamed through the night, Soul Refining. From a small mortal tribe of barely a few dozen illiterate people, Wang Lin, known then as Son of Demon, forged an empire built upon blood and souls. He did not spread the Tao to save others, he spread it to forge others into the Tao itself. He taught them how to extract souls, refine souls, and seal souls, each incantation etched into their very bones, each chant dripping with murderous intent. This cultivation art, though capable of granting great power, fed into his own 10 billion soul flag with every breath they took. None knew the truth, but Wang Lin did. Once this treasure was fully restored, he would once again be able to trample the heavens and stand tall before the mighty of the Ascendant Realm. Under his hand, xianxia, once a nameless weakling, received his teachings and instantly broke through 2 levels of demonic force. From that moment, the entire tribe revered him as their ancestor, bowing their heads and begging for his teachings. It was then that the Soul Refining tribe was born. To grow stronger, one must seize. To survive, one must kill. To refine souls, one must devour souls. Under Wang Lin's decree, the Soul Refining tribe began its campaign of conquest. The weak tribes surrounding the region were reduced to ashes. Monster spirits were suppressed, their souls sealed within black flags that trembled beneath the night sky. Flags danced in blood, souls howled in the wind that was the national anthem of the Soul Refining tribe. Amid countless battles, one youth stood out, 13th. Gifted beyond measure, he fought like fire and harvested souls like a demon. With a single soul flag in his hand, he made enemies tremble at the mere mention of his name. The title 13th Soul Venerable echoed across hundreds of thousands of miles. Yet fate never bends to human will. On one fateful return from battle, 13th was ambushed by a strange old man. A single palm strike shattered his bones and severed his meridians. From war god, he became a cripple. That old man was a subordinate of Demon General Ma Li Hai, who sought only to use 13th as bait to lure Wang Lin out, and he succeeded. That night, the sky above the land of monster spirits turned crimson. A black-robed figure stepped forth from the mist of blood, cold and silent as death itself. Wang Lin said nothing, he simply acted. Extinction finger. The entire opposing tribe turned to ash. A single shout. Their protective formation tore apart like fragile silk. One final palm. The old man's head exploded. His soul was drawn into the soul flag, screaming until it vanished into nothingness. From that day on, the Soul Refining tribe became a name of terror among all races. Those who dared to provoke them found only one fate, death. When the blood finally cooled, only the frail body of 13th remained. Though crippled, he refused to bow. He used blood as his blade pain, as his forge, and fused demonic energy into his flesh and bones. Night after night, he tempered himself amid agony beyond imagination. Wang Lin gazed at him, and in his eyes flickered a rare glint of emotion. "You are very much like I once was." From that day onward, Wang Lin imparted to him the secret art of the giant demon clan, a path of body refinement through the very limits of pain. No demonic qi, no cultivation arts, only blood and will. 3 years later, 13th rose once more. His body was like red-hot iron, his blood boiled like molten lava. He knelt his forehead pressing into the earth and uttered but a single vow. "If anyone dares show disrespect to my master, even in death, 13th shall kill them." 5 years later, the Soul Refining tribe was no longer a tribe. It had become a sect, the new Soul Refining Sect, a dominant force across 100,000 miles. Protective formations encircled the land. Over 5,000 disciples, each a soul refiner, worshipped Wang Lin as a god. On the day Wang Lin departed, black winds roared, blood-red flags whipped in the storm, and the sound of war drums echoed like thunder. Every disciple fell to their knees. 13th stood on the left, a body of living steel. Hu Bao stood on the right, his cultivations surging like the heavens themselves, 93 soul flags swirling around him like a legion of ghosts. Together they knelt and roared in unison. We bid farewell to the ancestor. Atop the mountain, Wang Lin turned his calm voice, resonating through the heavens and earth. "Today, the Soul Refining Sect is strong enough to protect itself. When I return, it shall be the day our name resounds throughout the land of monster spirits." He then murmured, his gaze distant and cold. "The Soul Refining Sect has risen, but the blood debt is not yet settled. The ancient monster city, it seems the time has come for a meeting." The purpose of this journey, beyond probing the situation within the ancient monster city, was also to seek Yao Jishu, the cherished daughter of Yao Xinghai, lord of the Blood Clan. Between Wang Lin and the Blood Clan lay an unresolved thread of karma, and Yao Jishu was the key to his search for the secret art monster spirit Dao Fusion. When Wang Lin's group reached the city's gates, the sky blazed crimson like blood. Upon the towering walls hung black banners embroidered with ancient ominous symbols. There it stood, ancient monster city, the heart of the entire land of monster spirits, vast, silent and cold like a slumbering behemoth. And from that very moment, a new chapter of Wang Lin's journey began, a tale of bloodlines, war, and the awakening of the 10 billion soul flag. You watch for 5 minutes, but we spent 5 days making it. Doesn't sound fair, right? Balance it out with 1 like and 1 sub. Thank you so much.